It is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. There are 7 people in the match, but there are only 3 options as to who you think is going to win. We are going to ignore the other people. Sorry, Ricochet. Sorry, Nakamura. Sorry, Santos Escobar. Sorry, 4th person I'm forgetting.
Butch.
Butch. There we go. Sorry, Butch.
Keto.
You are literally like, they're throwing you a bone here, man. I'm like, I hope you enjoy it, bro. Enjoy the hometown pop. That'll be good for you. But
that's why he's there.
You got 3 options. You got the dark horse, Damian Priest, guy who has been reportedly impressing everyone backstage with the performances in the Bad Bunny match and the Seth Rollins match and every other match. And if you go by WWE logic and booking, dude has taken a lot of pins lately, which sometimes means that they're like, oh, he's going to win the briefcase, so it's fine. We can pin him now. That is a WWE mindset. And whether it's Vince in charge or the Triple H, they all buy into that crap. We all know it's dumb. We all think it's dumb, but they don't. So he is the dark horse here, but he is the 3rd least likely. There's a huge gap between him and these other 2 options. You got LA Knight, the sentimental favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He is over as all get out. He is 2023's Zack Ryder. He's 2023's Rusev. And I'm saying that to almost temper your guys' expectations, because then you have, as good as it was be, because this guy's gotten over and he deserves something for getting over. What I think he's in the match for is to be the last person pushed off the ladder by the obvious winner, Logan Paul. You put the briefcase on Logan Paul. He has it in the background on his streams or whatever he does in his YouTube videos. You know, first of all, who's a YouTuber? Really, bro? Grow up. Who does that? But you put it on Logan Paul. Dude is fucking so good. Again, we do this all the time here on the Markdown podcast. We have to separate the person from the performer. Logan Paul, the performer, unbelievable. Logan Paul, the person, hey, man, I hope you have a fireworks accident. Like, I don't care. Like, fuck you, you know? But, like, Logan Paul, the performer, please don't get in a fireworks accident. You're so good, and we need you, apparently. But I think the right choice is to put it on Logan Paul. The briefcase has suffered for the past, fucking 8 years, honestly, genuinely. Like, it's been, since Seth, it's been pretty shitty, honestly. Like, besides maybe 1 or 2, and not even, like, good enough to be noteworthy, but just to not be bad. Put it on a fucking star. Get some credibility on it. And then anytime he shows up, because he's not always going to be there, it's like, oh, shit, not only is Logan Paul here, Mr. Money in the Bank is here. Oh, shit, like, this is a big deal. Plus, he has the history with Seth. You can literally have him beat Seth for the title, and that's crazy, but like, you could do it. You could do it. That being said, I'm gonna look real quick sidebar, guys, and you know, Rev, please cut this out. But like, you guys put in the chat, one of you guys put in the chat, go to me first. But if you look around, all our names are fucking periods right now, so I don't know who the fuck said that. So like, I don't know how I'm gonna know that. But I had an order already. Well, that works out.
But we're all champing at the bit to go first here. I already know.
Well, I actually had Chad planned out to go first.
I actually don't mind going last on this one.
This is all. You are going last again. This is all planned out. It's all scripted that way, and now it doesn't feel like it. But you know, we're breaking the illusion a little bit. But so maybe tighten it up a little bit, guys. You know. But Chad, are you simping for Knight or are you primed for Paul?
Okay, so I have 3, not fantasies, but I have 3 storylines that could pan out with the 3 guys. Let's be honest, it's only those 3 guys in this match
100%,
that you said
100%.
that could win. So, period. That's fine.
Sis. Period, sis.
I hate him.
James, sidebar. Real quick, maybe just think before you speak. Anyway, Chad, you were saying.
So I have these storylines in my mind that if any of these 3 guys win, and what will happen. I'm with you Logan Paul makes the most sense. I mean, it's kind of the obvious answer. He's feuded with Roman. He's feuded with Seth. So we have that weird little itty bitty unpredictable scenario where, hey, he could cash in on either one because he's fought them both a couple times.
Good point.
And it switches things around when he has it, because like we all think the person who wins it is going against Seth, but if he won it and win against Roman, it would be both unpredictable and kind of cool. I mean, especially if Roman lost. LA Knight is someone, I think if he won it, you give him the briefcase and let him keep the briefcase for like the rest of the year until Mania, and just keep building and making his moment, and then him taking it off of Seth or whoever's the world heavyweight champion. And that's just one, like you said, it's one of those feel good Zack Ryder-esque stories. I think everybody would be into that. Damian Priest is a very, very dark horse. It's very weird that I kind of want a little bit of what James said earlier, only for this to happen, even though I know it won't. But if Finn were to win versus Seth, and then Damian had the briefcase with all the rumblings
And Dom beats Cody.
Just give Judgment Day all the things this weekend. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but with all the Paul Heyman and the shaky Damian Priest shit they've been doing lately, and hinting at him breaking away from them or just being the leader, I think that would be kind of cool to see Finn versus Damian, and Damian on top of everything for a minute. It kind of works. Any of the three work, I guess. My heart is saying LA Knight, but my head is saying Logan. So I guess we'll go Logan.
Yeah, and I wanna point out something, because I think it's what a lot of people's mindsets are. I was very careful with choosing my comparisons for LA Knight, and I compared him specifically to Rusev and Zack Ryder, and not Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Becky Lynch. Because if you think this dude is jumping from losing every match to being world champion, like, that's not happening, dude. What I think will happen, and it will be awesome, is I think LA Knight will be the guy to beat Theory for the US title, and he should, because goddamn Theory is not helping that title, and it's not helping Theory. But that's my main thing, where it's, I understand everyone wants LA Knight to win, and he's gonna get probably pop of the night, honestly. He's gonna get a bigger pop than Butch, like, by far, in this match. But that's what you do it for the heat. You put it on Logan, do it for the exposure. Taco.
But
Yeah.
what
yeah.
what if we do CM Punk's like first Money in the Bank, where he had a few accolades, but he literally almost did nothing the first Money in the Bank win, and then became champion. But like I said, if you give it to LA, what if you treat the briefcase like a championship and just have LA Knight win the briefcase and win every fucking match for the next year? And then we finally see him jump into that higher tier.
On
Would
paper,
that be acceptable?
on paper, sure, but
That's what they
it's
should do.
WWE. They don't do that. That's not just a Vince thing. That's an everyone
they don't.
thing. That's not a specific to Vince thing. That is a company-wide belief that you can beat the person with the briefcase, because when you win the briefcase, it's a reset, so you can beat them before they win it. And then when they have the briefcase, you can beat them, because when they have the championship, that's a reset in their eyes. So, wins and losses don't matter unless it's Roman Reigns, or unless it's Road Dogg explaining how wins and losses actually do matter while he's trying to explain that wins and losses don't matter, But it could in theory. I just think the proper move is to push him off last and get the heat for Logan Paul, and just get massive boos, especially if we're saying the Dom might not get the boos, But Taco, we're fine. We can keep not letting Taco go. That's fine.
Or what if we Miz him and he wins the briefcase and then wins all the minor accolades while holding the briefcase?
You never want to miss anybody, so that's already Taco. Who do you have in this match?
I
He's
agree
better
with
than he
that.
is. Don't fucking pigeonhole him.
I agree that there are the three top choices of Paul, Knight, and Priest. Priest, I always root for Damian Priest. He's a very good option. He obviously looks like a guy who can be a champion. He is a guy who can be a champion. And him having the briefcase is, more than okay. Like it'd be really, really nice for him to have it when he cashes in. I think everybody, big pop, it'll be good. But it'll be your standard, briefcase hold and cash in, I would think. Logan Paul obviously presents a very interesting option here because, like you said, Danny, he's going to have it carried around wherever he goes. It'll be all over his YouTube channel, all over his podcast, whatever he's doing. He's going to have the briefcase in his hand and provides a very good marketing tool. Yeah. But then what do you do with him when he cashes it in? Who does he cash in on? Because I don't know. My thing is, I don't think whoever wins is going to cash in on Roman. I think they'll cash in on Seth or who's ever holding the World Heavyweight Championship. And it's kind of one of those things like, if he has the briefcase and he cashes in, do you really want to Brock Lesnar the championship if he's not going to show up every week? Like, the only way you put the briefcase on him is if he commits to being there, at least for a decent chunk of time every week. Because I think the World Heavyweight Championship should be on TV every week. Look what happened to Universal title and Brock holding it. It just disappeared. And anytime he came back, it felt like a big deal because it was Brock, but it was because of Brock, not necessarily the title itself. So I don't know. I just find it weird. You know what I mean? I really find that option very, very odd. And yeah, you can hold it for a long time and maybe hold it to around WrestleMania time when he's more liable to show up every week. But just, I don't know. Honestly, I think your best answer here is LA Knight. His promo when Logan showed up and he came out, he stole the crowd from everybody in that ring literally by saying one word. He is so over right now. I think you capitalize. I think you have him win the briefcase. And he's proven in multiple companies he can be a world champion. I think you give him the title eventually and you fucking run with this guy because he is on fire. I disagree with the Rusev and Zack Ryder comparisons because Triple H is very high on him. And Triple H is in charge. And I truly think they're going to run with him. And if they don't, I think they're dumb as hell. Unless, like you said, they do give him the U.S. Championship, which they should have done already anyway. But just give this guy all the fucking things right now and capitalize while he's red hot.
Dude has been red hot. He wasn't on Mania, so how high is Triple H really on him? He hasn't had a feud ever since the Bray Wyatt one, and that's why he's Zack Ryder and he got it over in spite of his booking because he wasn't booked to be the strong person coming out of that feud. There was a tangible difference, and the world title is already so far. It has such an uphill battle. And putting it on Knight will not make that any easier.
But you
because
think
of how he's been booked.
But do you think putting it on Logan Paul and having him disappear with it for months at a time is better for that uphill battle?
Yes. Then
putting it
on a guy who's won 2 matches all year. Yeah. Right. It's
are we talking the briefcase or are we talking the title?
Yeah,
the title specifically right now, but the briefcase, absolutely. The briefcase should be gone. The briefcase should not be there every week. The briefcase should be gone so that when it's there, everyone's like, oh shit, is something about to happen? If the guy's there every week, who the fuck cares? That's why Theory fucked it up. I mean, actually, no, I give Theory a lot of shit. The briefcase stuff was not his fault. That was really stupid booking. But the briefcase 100% should be gone for a little bit. So when it shows up, it is a big deal.
I agree with that part. I agree with the cash-in would be good, but I think it'd be bad for the title.
I don't think so, man, because it just depends on when you do it. You don't do it immediately and then he's gone for months. You do it like Survivor Series and he's there for the Rumble, he's there for Mania, and then it's fine if he misses the in-between pay-per-views in those cases because there's not a pay-per-view between Survivor Series and the Rumble anymore. So, yeah, you can have him be champion from Survivor Series to Mania. and then Pat McAfee can dethrone him for like give a fuck. But
Yeah,
like,
I think that's bad for this title.
I
think it's
selfishly
better
want
than
Knight
LA
to
Knight.
have it.
And I like LA
selfishly
Knight a lot.
Sorry, Chad. Go ahead.
No, I selfishly want Knight to have it just so I can get those banging ass promos every time he comes out with the briefcase, because he's gonna talk the most shit and it's gonna be the most entertaining television we've seen in a very long time. No one in this match can talk like him, which I know that's not an automatic, hey, give me a title card, but fuck,
Oh, what?
like,
You don't think Ricochet can talk like him?
Danny, it's a little too late in the evening to be fucking around.
It is. This is going on a long time because we're all very passionate about LA Knight, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm skipping you, James, by the way, but I'm
He's
just gonna move
really,
on with
he's
shout stuff.
really good, man. He's really good, and I just think him with the briefcase, we can get him on both shows.
See, that's the thing with the briefcase. I don't think you can go wrong with either Knight or Paul. But like, you guys are letting your love for this guy like cast aside the fact that this dude would have been competing for the 24/7 title if it was still around. Like, that's how
Under
much he's
Vince,
lost.
maybe.
Yeah, but that's how much he's lost so much under Triple H that he would be a 24/7 title guy. Like, you cannot be like Triple H loves him when Triple H has been booking since this dude's been on the main roster. And
Just beat Rey
he's
Mysterio.
lost every match.
No,
Yeah,
not
his
true.
second win of
He,
like
he
the
started
fucking...
under Vince as Max Dupree and then became
Yeah, so LA
again.
Knight has, he's been LA Knight on the main roster. He didn't wrestle as Max Dupree, so like, he was almost borderline undefeated as Max Dupree on the main roster. But, like, you're talking about a guy jumping. And that being said, the easy counter argument there would have been, well, Logan Paul has lost like all of his fucking matches. That's the real counter argument to what
Definitely
I'm
going
saying.
to say Logan Paul has won against no one but The Miz.
Yeah, and LA Knight has beaten Rey Mysterio, which is what, mid-carders did in 2009 to win mid-card titles.
Also, let's not forget, wins and losses don't matter. You just said it yourself. So if
I said it in a patronizing way, explaining
I'll
that they
win,
did matter.
and LA Knight has 2, Knight has more, and if they don't matter, then who cares? Who fucking cares?
I also hate the fact that Logan Paul did not have to do a qualifying match. That really burns me up a little bit.
All right,
All right.
let's be fair. Though. Let's be fair.
in a regional qualifying match.
Let's be fair though. Brock Lesnar wasn't even in the match that he won the Money
And
in the
neither
Bank.
was Theory. Theory got
We
put in
don't
as the
talk
match
about
started.
Bruno.
That being said, James, I'm gonna give you 1 minute and 14 seconds to talk about this match. Go.
Why specifically that length of time?
It was chosen randomly. You've wasted 5 seconds already.
Okay.
I was about to say it's probably 1.10 now.
Priest works only because of Finn and the rest of Judgment Day, and I think it's better if he wins it and Finn doesn't win the title. Because then there's just resentment that Priest has a title shot that Finn doesn't have.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm going to be chaotic and say it doesn't matter if it's LA Knight or if it's Logan Paul. Whoever it is should cash in on Jey Uso after the moment he beats Roman Reigns for the title. Best of both worlds. We've all said, listen, no, stop. We've all said Jey makes the most sense to beat Roman, but none of us give a shit about Jey as champion. The story ends with Jey beating Roman, but I do not need Jey Uso as WWE champion at all in my life. I don't need it. So let whoever takes the briefcase become the ultimate heel and beat the guy who beat Roman. I want it. Do it. Do it with LA Knight. Make him a megastar. Do it with Logan Paul and make him the most hated man in wrestling.
What you watching, Danny?
This is the thing.
No, that was a timer. I just had a ringtone instead of like a sound.
But
Wow,
see,
James got it right under the wire then.
I did.
And I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a higher up at this moment.
Well, Rev's Taco.
I hate being snarky, but
Why?
do we see anybody in this match being the WWE champion, James?
I think LA Knight. I mean, it really depends. No one should cash in on Roman, but if they cash in on the guy who beats Roman, either the way I said it, where it's like right then and there, or eventually after, you don't need an instant cash in. It's been a while since we've had I take that back. Theory had a good run with it. Not a good
Not
run,
a
but he
good,
had a
yeah,
long
in
run.
terms of, yeah. I knew what you meant.
But I like the longer runs because it adds some anticipation.
Yeah, the
No,
instant ones
they
are only
do.
for the women at the same
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
which they have
Yeah,
to
which we're
stop, but
getting
we'll
to.
get to that. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like this match is just it's catered to the world heavyweight, like, but
Oh,
with the
100%.
participant. Yeah, it's just like it screams world heavyweight.
Yeah,
Unless
and it will.
Logan,
Logan
Paul
Paul's
wins
gonna
it,
do
then
it.
I can see. I can see Logan Paul cashing in on Roman. I can see that.
Do you see him winning?
Against
I can
Roman?
see-
No. But I don't think anyone's going to cash in on Roman.
I think it can happen, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
that's
it's plausible
why,
because there's history there, but
yeah, that's why I don't like it. Like, I would rather have him cash in on Seth. But again, I want to see a longer briefcase hold, which allows for a lot more possibilities.
We can get another fucking Baron Corbin, and whoever wins the briefcase, it doesn't matter because they won't get the title.
Yeah, but that's what the new title's for, man.
yeah.
I mean,
Look, no, I
feel
agree.
the same.
I'm gonna tell you, again, even if LA Knight wins, he might also fail because, praise Triple H all you want, but he has that WWE brand where he's like, fuck you, I'm not. Oh, you guys want Booker T to win WrestleMania? Yeah, the guy you want's not going to win. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get
dickish.
everyone to be like a little more realistic about it. Okay, like we didn't get Sammy beating Roman. You think we're gonna get LA Knight as world champion? Like,
but realistically too, I know Triple H. Like it's been reported, Triple H does not want Logan Paul to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's fighting hard to make sure he doesn't get the briefcase.
Yeah.
So
the marketing people want him to win the briefcase.
Yeah, the market down people want him to win the briefcase. Yeah, we're on the same page here. We're all on the same page here.
One mark amongst men.
It's just a better idea. But you know what? It could be LA Knight. I'm not even going to be mad if it is. I'm just saying it's a wild jump, and I won't take him seriously as champion. But he'll be great at it. But I'll be like,
but you wouldn't take Logan Paul serious as champion either.
Logan Paul is a better wrestler than LA Knight, but LA Knight is just the most charismatic person on the fucking planet right now.
All right, Nick, you can't even argue. I like LA Knight.
I know it was more of a athletic. It was a head shake of fuck. He's right.
Yeah.
But I mean, granted, LA Knight's 39, so.
And Logan Paul looks like he's gonna die in the next 5 years. What's your point? He looks like a ghost. So. How old is a ghost, Be any age.
But Logan Paul is not the best wrestler in the match, so there's that too.
But he's pretty comparable, considering and experience-wise how good he is, though.
I totally agree. Listen,
who's better than him? Nakamura when he cared, yeah, but not Nakamura now, who doesn't give a fuck. You think Nakamura's taking any crazy bumps in this match? No. Ricochet's going to bump his ass off. Ricochet and Logan are going to have the spot in the match.
Yeah, they have a great spot.
Ricochet's probably the best wrestler there.
I don't... he's the most athletic.
I was going to say either Butch. Yeah, I was going to say Butch.
But yeah, it's Butch.
I forgot Butch was in the match. Yeah,
so understandable.
Yeah, because it's Butch. Because he should be Pete Dunne again. I mean, and low-key, Santos Escobar is a very good wrestler. He does.
Oh my god! I forgot he was in it as well.
But he's also the victory for Santos is that he's in the match on paper.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
People also have a crazy spot.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, since he's been called up, he's Rey Mysterio's buddy, but the dude can go.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm so relieved that Cody Rhodes is not in this match that I really honestly don't care who wins. I'm just ecstatic that
it's not
he's
Cody.
Not being Cody to death at the moment.
It would have been
you guys feel about him, so I won't go too hard, but I'm just really glad he's not winning.
Are you just mad at Cody because he left AEW? Like, is it just from a place of hurt? Because I understand.
It's still that. I feel very much betrayed.
Yeah, and I get that because I do feel like it's a sneaky move and he took advantage of being that first major person to jump over because you know that person's going to get rewarded more than like the second, third, fourth big name to jump over. It's like it is opportunistic of him, and I'll always have that little bit of like, I'll always keep that in mind. But he's just been so good, and the fact that he's gone this long without getting booed in WWE is like, I have to tip my hat off to him. But I'm gonna draw a line.
He's firing on all cylinders. I cannot, and he's definitely world champion material, and I'm sure he'll get it. I'm glad that right now they're letting it breathe a little more.
Yeah, but if he was in this match, he wouldn't win it. So he could have been in it, and there's just more adversity for him to overcome.